How much of your life have you spent chasing things, approval, love, success, only to watch them slip further away the harder you tried? What if the solution was the exact opposite of effort? What if the most powerful move was stillness? Neville Goddard knew this, and today, you're going to see what he meant. Step 1. Stop chasing. You've been told your entire life that if you want something, you have to go after it. Push, work, strive, hustle. That if you just do more, you'll eventually get there. But deep down, haven't you already seen the cracks in that logic? You chased the relationship, and it slipped through your fingers. You pushed for the opportunity, and it backed away. You tried to force alignment, and instead created resistance. Here's what no one told you. Chasing doesn't pull things closer. It pushes them away. Because when you chase, you're not aligning with the version of you who already has it. You're aligning with the version of you who's still waiting, still needing, still lacking. And the universe doesn't respond to what you say. It responds to what you are, what you feel. So every time you ask, where is it? Why hasn't it happened yet? What am I doing wrong? You are unknowingly reaffirming the very reality you want to escape. And the harder you push, the further it drifts. Now imagine something different. Imagine you already had it. Would you be anxious? Would you be constantly checking? Would you be doubting? Number, you'd be calm. You'd be certain. You'd move through life with the quiet confidence of someone who doesn't need proof, because the proof is already within them. That's the shift. That's the detachment Neville Goddard spoke of. Not pretending you don't care, but knowing it's already yours. And once you stop chasing, the chase ends. You stop moving toward it. It starts moving toward you. Step 2. Stay in the energy. So you've stopped chasing. You've taken your hands off the controls. You've whispered to the universe, I trust you. But then nothing happens. No sign, no message, no result, just silence. And in that silence, your mind starts to tremble. What if it's not working? What if I was wrong? Should I do something? Should I check? That moment is the trap. It's where 99% of people break, because the silence is uncomfortable. It's unfamiliar. It feels like emptiness. But in truth, it's sacred space. It's not the void. It's the gap between intention and manifestation. And just like a seed buried beneath the soil, what's happening isn't visible, but it's very real. The Stoics called this apatheia, freedom from disturbance, not by numbing yourself, but by understanding that your peace cannot depend on the timeline. You can't just detach from the outcome. You have to detach from the need to know when or how it will happen. Because needing to know is doubt in disguise. It's control dressed up as clarity. So when your mind itches for certainty, let it itch. Don't react. Don't fix. Don't chase. Do nothing. Sit, breathe, hold the line. Because proheresis, your power of choice, doesn't come from forcing reality to bend. It comes from choosing who you'll be in the gap, in the silence, in the waiting. And the one who can hold his center without reaching for reassurance is the one reality begins to move toward. Step 3. Make peace with the silence. You've stopped chasing. You've held your ground in the face of doubt. Now comes the final and most misunderstood step. Making peace with the silence. Not forcing yourself to be okay. Not pretending you're above it, but truly welcoming it, like a necessary winter before spring. Because the silence is not absence. It's not proof that nothing is happening. It's simply this, the space between the shift and the reflection. Imagine standing before a still lake. You toss a stone of intention, an assumption, a belief, a vision. Then you wait. If you keep stirring the water, demanding results, searching for signs, the surface stays cloudy. But if you leave it undisturbed, the reflection becomes clear. Reality works the same way. When you interfere with anxiety, you delay the echo. But when you let the water still, reality has the room to mirror who you've become. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it." That's the energy of this step. Stillness in the presence of noise. Calm in the absence of evidence. Because here's the truth. There is always a gap between the man who believes and the world that agrees. That gap isn't dead time. It's alignment in motion. It's the universe reshuffling itself to make room for your new state. And the man who can sit in that silence without begging, bargaining, or breaking is the man who receives. So the next time your mind screams, "It's not working," let it scream. Let it pass like wind through an open window. And do the one thing that flips the entire paradigm. Nothing. Not because you've given up, but because you no longer need proof. Because in your heart, you already know. So now you understand. The truth Neville Goddard tried to pass on. The truth the Stoics lived by without needing to explain. That power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, and sometimes it does absolutely nothing. You're not here to beg life for scraps. You're not here to chase what's already yours. You're here to assume, to align, to become. And when the silence comes, let it. When the waiting stretches on, feel it. And when nothing happens, smile. Because that's the moment you're closest. Not when things move, but when you no longer need them to. Stillness is not stagnation. It is confirmation that you've stepped out of fear and into truth. So what will you do now? Will you run back to the noise? Or will you do the one thing that resets everything? Nothing. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to our channel for more Stoic wisdom. See you in the next video.